So welcome again, and now we're going to write a program for subarray sum equal to k. Okay, so in a brute force approach, if you remember, each index we were checking for all the previous indices, right, which was leading to order of n square complexity. But in the optimized approach that we discussed, we store the prefix sum in a hash map and directly check whether how many valid starting points exist, right? And this is actually removing the inner loop which were causing order of n square in the previous approach, now leading to order of n. Okay, so let's write. Program is very simple, so let's write one class. So I'm giving the class name subarray sum k. Okay, let me rename this one. In this I'm going to create one static method. So public static int subarray sum k, correct? And I'm going to take the input int array itself and sum, so int k, right? Now in this we are going to create one map and we are putting the 0 index by default, right? HashMap, which is an integer comma integer map, that is equal to new HashMap. Okay, and in map dot put I'm going to put the first index, that is 0 comma 1, right? Okay, so now I'm going to initialize some variable int sum, that is equal to 0, and int count, which I have to return int count equal to 0. Now I will start my for loop. So for each int I'm going to do the operation. So in that, what I'm going to do, first of all, whatever element is coming, we are going to sum that. Okay, because this will be in the runtime also we are calculating the prefix sum equal to sum plus now, right? Now every sum you have to check, not every sum minus k, you have to check whether it exists in the map or not. Okay, so if your map dot contains key, so sum minus k, if this happens, then you are going to increment the count equal to count plus map dot get sum minus k, correct? Okay, so once this is done, we are getting the count. If it is not true, then we are going to write this sum with the frequency 1. Okay, I mean this code has to be executed every time, whether it's a count is incrementing or it's a very fresh one. Okay, so map dot put sum comma map dot get or default sum comma 0 plus 1 if it is existing, right? And once this is done, I'm going to return the count. Okay, so this program is what we have already discussed. A lot of discussion we have done in the previous video, right? So now let me create one main method for this. In the main method, I'm going to create one array, and this array will be having suppose 1 to 6 num, correct? And k I was trying to have it in the previous video, so let's take the same, k equal to 6, and now I'm going to call my method. So I'm going to call subarray, I'm passing my array comma k, right? So let's run. Count should be 2, the same example we have run, right? So count is equal to 2. So this is a small program for this. The only thing is that you have to understand the core concept of this. Okay, so try it, practice it, it will become more easy. Let's see you in the next one.